Hey, welcome back to the COVID-19 Chronicles, or the Coronavirus Chronicles. I don't even know what we're calling this. Third episode. Quick update. First of all, we have chickens. Finished the yard. And now we have chickens. So, cool. So we have fresh eggs now, which is pretty awesome. So that project's done, obviously. Now today is about a completely different project that I don't really know what I'm doing. So, see how it goes. A couple weeks ago, I cut down a tree in our yard. Back that way. Yeah, over there. And then we got this great idea to use that chopped down tree to build a play area for the girls. So what we did is that we took the kind of the trunk section of that tree, we buried it in the ground. It's several feet down, packed in. It's not going anywhere, that's for sure. So this is like the start of a play area. We looked up online some different ideas and designs for ways we could use the rest of the tree to build a place where the girls can climb and just play outside. So today I'm going to endeavor to at least start to build this outdoor play area. So that's what I'm doing. I have a basic idea for what I'm trying to do with the design, and we'll just kind of see what happens. So yeah. All right, so here's the basic idea. It's going to be a teepee style. Got these two ends here. And obviously they're going to be lashed and bolted at the top, and then connecting all of these supports along it, and then that will get stood up, and there's a third branch that will then get bolted in here in that area, lashed and bolted into there, and so the whole thing will stand up, and we'll add some more supports once it's up. But that is the basic idea that I'm working with. All right, so at the top we've got 7-inch lag bolt underneath here, just cinching it together, and then obviously I lash it together with a bunch of rope to keep this secure. Now I'm going to attach the supports all the way down, and then when we stand it up, we'll attach the third post. Will come up through that, and then get lashed and bolted and all of those things. So now it's time for some supports. Okay, so we got all the supports attached. This first part of the little teepee. I'll show you how we did that. On the bottom here you can see we've got a lag bolt in there, several screws, same thing over on this one. Also we cut away some of this so that it kind of sits into that. The same thing up here with this one, it has a bunch of screws in there. That right there is obviously sitting on the on this little notch right there, and then we screwed that one in as well. So lots of support for this, and then we're going to dig some holes about 1.5 feet or so deep that this thing is going to sit down into, and then the third support that we lift up will also be down in a hole, and then once it's all set, we'll pack all of those holes up to have just extra support. So yeah, the next thing is just kind of standing this up and figuring out where exactly it's gonna sit. So that is the next step. Okay, so I did a terrible job vlogging this thing because, well, we were busy building it, but we're done with it. You can see behind me, climb up this thing. So the top of my little play structure. So I'll show you how this thing is held together, and hopefully how it's going to stay together for a very, very long time. So yeah, check this out. So up here at the top, this is really what we use to pull it together initially. These two were bolted together, and then we lifted this up with all the rest of the supports on it, and then we lifted this guy up. It's got a notch down here, you can kind of see. We tied a rope around it and pulled it up into there and kind of lashed it all together, and that's how it stayed initially before we put in these supports underneath. There's kind of a smaller one here, bolted in, and this one's kind of wedged underneath it, but really that's there because there are these notches there and there. And so if for whatever reason something happened to this guy, it's sitting on top of this guy, which is sitting on top of some notches. So just a bunch of extra safety there. We have bolted in support here, bolted in supports here. This guy's up underneath it. That's why these guys are bolted up underneath this guy to add more support. So lots and lots and lots of support. The bases, these are dug into the ground and buried. And yeah, there you go. That's the other tree. That's a tree we cut down, and yeah. So there it is for now. We've got a bunch of ideas of what we're going to do with it next. What the next thing we're going to add to it is, we've talked about having a couple pieces come out this way and having like a net area, kind of like a hammock type thing out this way. Maybe some jungle, like a jungle gym, like some monkey bars going out that way. So we're just sort of figuring it out. But yeah, sorry I didn't document it better. Like I said, once we got to the point, once we had sort of put that first thing together with the supports, then it was just trying to get it standing and then get it supported to where I felt like it was safe, and I just didn't document that as well as I should have. But that's what we did. We did today. So hopefully your quarantine life is going well. I don't know what the next video will be about, but for today, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.